I'm going to give you a chance to explain the pyramid to me. And let's say that this is you and this is your sister. And we're going to talk about the times when there's conflict between you, especially when she's picking on you and she's in your bedroom and won't get out. So why don't you start with yourself and kind of explain.
Okay. So I guess this is me. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm handsome.
Yeah, you're very handsome. Okay.
And I've been in a fight with my sister, he said. And I need to get her off of me.
Okay.
And so I stop and I think about, what's happening, and then I move up to the yellow part to strategize. Then I choose what I'm going to do. So sometimes the first response might be like push her off me and send her back to her room. Or you could try asking her,
Okay.
which I sometimes try. And if that doesn't work, I need to think of a new plan, like maybe go up and ask somebody for a little help.
Okay. So you're saying some responses work better than others?
Yes.
That sometimes the easy thing to do is just to give her a shove and send her flying to make her get off you and get in the other room. But when you stop and think about it, you usually have choices for other types of things.
Mm-hmm.
When you stop and think, do you usually end up with better choices?
Yeah.
Which types of responses tend to get you into trouble?
The angry ones.
Okay. Ones, are much thinking or strategizing happening when you end up with a response that gets you in trouble?
No.
Not really. Let's think for a minute. You've done a really good job of explaining what's going on with you and what you need to do to get to a response that's going to work with everybody else around here. What about her? When she's doing something like that, on top of you, picking on you, on your bed, won't get off, what do you think she's thinking? What's driving some of that?
Probably just wanting attention.
I think that's probably a big part of it, right? So knowing that about her, does that help you think about the types of things that you could do to solve your problem?
Ignore her.
Ignore her might be one, but if her goal is to get attention, is ignoring her going to help her satisfy her goal?
No, maybe playing with her.
Playing with her. So instead of pushing her away or trying to get away, if you think her goal is to get attention, what could you do differently then to give her what she's looking for in a way that also works for you?
Like play with her in her room.
Okay. What types of things could you offer to do with her?
She likes doing crafts.
So you know something about her. She likes doing crafts and projects, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So you could offer to do a craft or project. I'm going to ask you to make a guess, okay? Do you think that if you were to say to her, get off me, I need you to stop, would you like to go make a project with me? How well do you think that's going to work?
On a scale from 5 to 0 to 10, probably give that an 8.
It's probably going to be pretty successful. On a scale then from 0 to 10 where you think it's going to be an 8, that she's going to cooperate with this, how does that compare to when you just sit there and say, get off, get off, get off? How effective has that been?
Not at all.
How effective has it been to shove her and send her flying into her bedroom?
Not at all.
Not at all, right? So I think you've done a really good job of looking at what your goals are and what her goals are and thinking through some strategies that are going to work for everybody. And that's when we live in a family and we have an interaction together, we need to be coming up with responses, decisions that we make that work with the other people around us, don't we? You've done a great job. Thank you.